What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Portland Trail Blazers rebuild. This is episode 3, and again, this is all filmed the same day. I'm not wearing the same shirt again. I promise. So I'm going to simulate through to the trade deadline in this episode, which has a game on it, so I'm just going to sim until it asks me to stop. Jakob Poeltl for Zach Collins. No, and we'll see how the team does, and then the trade deadline, look for any options to upgrade the team. Okay, 3-4-1, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 6-4. So I always have that CPU handle prospect scouting. I hate going through and it's very obnoxious. It's very tedious. Larry Nance Jr. for Zach Collins and a second. Okay, that actually is kind of interesting to me, because Zach Collins, in my opinion, has kind of just completely failed to develop. Larry Nance is 27, he's 22. Larry Nance doesn't fit into our long-term plans, though. He's a little too old, because I'm seeing this team as a competitor in 3 or 4 years, and he'll be 30, 31. Yeah, I'm gonna have to decline that. Although we do have a winning record right now with this team, which is interesting. We'll return you to the G League. Moses Brown, you can go to the G League. They're not on the team anymore in real life, but yeah. Jeremy Lamb for Hood and a first. Absolutely not. We're not trading a first. This draft is really important to the team. The record's starting to Clint Capella, bruised shoulder. Well, the CPU just rotation starting to get closer to 500 here. Niazi for Harry Giles. Now, I like Harry Giles. I kind of want to extend him. I think he could be a long-term option at center for cheap. Nope, not trading Mitchell Robinson at all. I see him as a 6th man of the year candidate. Okafor Jr.'s hurt. That's going to left shin splints. You can leave rotation as it. You can play through shin splints. I've played through shin splints. Schroeder and McGee. Nope, not ever trading Robinson. Alfred Payton, yeah, bring him back in. Alright, so actually our record's starting to improve again. Our chemistry is getting up there. You can play the sore hand, buddy. What's this? Danny Green. I don't want Danny Green. He's way too old for this team. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background, by the way. She's going a little nuts right now. Let me crack this Rockstar open. I really, I don't know if this is a limited time thing, but they changed the design on the Rockstar Punched. This is my favorite Rockstar, and it used to be just black with red detailing on it. And this new one, it has a Chinese dragon with a guitar in its mouth. And the Chinese dragon is cool. I like that in general, but I don't know. I like the old can a lot better. Jamal Murray for Trae Young, no. Zach LaVine and a first for Trae Young. No, I'm not trading Trae Young. Jamal Murray might technically be better than Trae Young, but I'm kind of building it where Trae Young is the face of the franchise, so it's he's not really an option. Let's look at the All-Star games. All right. I'm just going to auto-draft. So Team LeBron is LeBron James, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Kyrie Irving, and the reserves are Westbrook, Embiid, Vucevic, Lowry, Simmons, Tatum, and Brown. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo's All-Star team is Giannis, Dame, Luka, Ingram, Kawhi, Harden, DeRozan, Murray, Levine, Jokic, Gobert, Porzingis. In my opinion, I like Team Giannis a little bit better. I do like Team Giannis a little bit better here. Harden coming off the bench with Jokic, and you have Gobert. LeBron and Steph are better individually than any individual players on Team Giannis, but the starting 5 on Team Giannis is overall better than Team LeBron, and I think Giannis. The benches actually might be a little bit equal. Because the fact that you have Westbrook, Embiid, Simmons, Tatum, Brown, like Vucevic and Lowry, take them or leave them for me. Then like Harden's good. I don't really like DeRozan. Murray's good. And then Jokic, Gobert, Porzingis. I'm taking Team Giannis. I'm taking Team Giannis. That's my prediction. That is my prediction. No, we're not going to trade Michael Porter Jr. Let's bring back Alfred Payton. Trade deadline. Stop saying they make some offers. Yes. Okay, here we go. Sort by age. Actually, no. Let's go. What am I doing? Okay. Capella. Let's look at stats first. Because that will. Okay. Team stats. Oh, that's all I need. Where am I looking for? Where do you see the stats? Is that on the roster? It might be front office. Oh, I've not played this for so long. No, where do you go see everyone's stats? Oh boy. Coaching? No, this isn't it. Expansion standings? No, season stats? Player stats. Player stats. There we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Trae Young is leading the team in points, which I wasn't able to do for him, and then Porter and Trent, and then Hood. All right, so Hood actually might have some trade value then, since he's fourth on the team for points. Capella is right up there. Wood, offensive rebounds per game. We got Capella. Oh my God. So I was thinking I might want to trade Capella, but he actually seems to be more important to the team than I expected. He's outperforming Robinson and Wood. Like, sure, he's getting more minutes than them. Also, his field goal percentage is way better, and his attempts are higher except for Woods. I can't trade Capella. That's mainly what I was looking at to see if he's like an option to get rid of, but he might be more important than I expected. And we have him for 4 years on a pretty good contract. So we have him until he's 30. I'm actually I'm happy with that. Robinson, Wood, obviously. Let's see if we can get anything for Hood. Some team that needs to make a push might want him. So there's that Larry Nance Jr. trade from earlier, but this time we're sending out Hood to get him. But Tyus Jones, we don't need a point guard. We're pretty deep at point guard, and they're all young guys. We don't have anyone coming off the roster soon in that position. Plumlee, Ingles, no. Bjelica, Joseph, no. Maxi Kleber's kind of interesting, but Gilchrist is garbage, and we have Kleber till he's 32 on that contract. Joe Harris, no, because he's older than Hood. Gary Harris and Quinn Cook. And this gets rid of PJ Tucker. I'm gonna revisit this. That might. Theo Pinson, no. Dan Green, no. Let's go back to that. Okay. What's up with Denver and just trying to make us better? First it was Michael Porter Jr. and now... Okay, Gary Harris, 3 years at $17 million a year. And then Quinn Cook, who we could flip, like, later down the line. Because, I mean, he's not going to really get much run. I think Peyton's better than him. His three-pointer's nice, but okay. So Gary Harris, what's he good at? Layups is all right. His dunks aren't good, but is he a good shooter? Oh, he's not a good shooter. I thought Gary Harris, is he a defense guy? Shot IQ. Interior defense, no. His perimeter D is really good. So you could make a defense first shooting guard option off the bench. But he's 25, and that's 17 a year. That'd be. I might revisit that, but let me attach PJ Tucker to Hood and see what pops up here. No, Olynyk and Avery Bradley, no. Clarkson, Ingles, no. Clarkson's been balling out, but I didn't realize he's 28 already. Clarkson is a backup 2 off the bench. I mean, like, I'd rather just keep Hood because he's younger. And he's, oh, what, Clarkson's on a better contract. And he's better. But he's a little, I don't know if he fits the rebuild time. Oh, he is good though. But then you also bring in Ingles, who's 32, and we have to give up a first. Oh, that's this year's first? No, 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 no. Chris Dunn, no. Then here's this Gary Harris trade again. Terrence Davis and Patrick McCaw. Okay, this is interesting. So Terrence Davis, he's 23, making minimum, and then Patrick McCaw is a small forward option. What's he good at? His layups are decent. Okay, so he's a three-pointer. He's a three-point guy. Good free throws. Does he have any defense? Is he like a 3-and-D guy? Good hands. Good hands. Good consistency. His interior defense. Okay, so he's not defense. He's just kind of a shooter. But he's 23. And that's, and then McCaw, small forward. Obviously, he's worse than Hood and worse than Porter, but he could just be a bench option. Is he a shooter? He's a bit of a shooter, a bit of a dunker. Free throws are decent. Does he have good defense? It's all right. That might be the move. Yeah. Hood and Tucker for Davis and McCaw. So we get younger again. Davis seems like he could be a good long-term option. Do we have any other older guys on the team? Yeah, I can't get rid of Capella. He's too important. Okay, so now if we look at our roster, our point guards are Young, who's up to a 90 now. He was an 89 when we got him. Alfred Payton, Anthony Simons. And our shooting guards, Terrence Davis is actually ahead of Gary now. He's better than Gary. So Gary is now our bench 2 guard. And then we have Porter Jr., Derek Jones, Pat McCaw. I'm all right with that. And then I'll bring back... Oh, they're all around 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. All right. And then we have Wood, Collins, and Little. Capella, Robinson, Giles. Yeah, these guys are going to be gone in the off season for sure. I might see what the market looks like for Zach Collins, because he's been really disappointing. He's not developing. He's not getting any better. Ferg, Terrence Ferguson, good layups. Oh, those dunks. So he's an athletic guy, and the 3-pointer is not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. We do have a lot of small forward options though. We have a lot of small forward options. Portis, Thad Young, Larry Nance, Robert Williams. I don't know if we need more bigs. Myers Leonard, no. I just Kleber, Joe Harris. I get a first out of 24 first. That's no. I'm not gonna do that. A second, no. 22 first, top 3. Derek Favors. No, I'm not feeling that. Stanley Johnson. No, I'm not feeling that. Danny Green. No. Oh, who's this? Jared Vanderbilt? And a first? Oh, he's all right, isn't he? I thought Jared Vanderbilt was all right. Is he a defense guy? Defense and interior. Oh, no. Is he not good? Alright, maybe he isn't very good. Kevon Looney, no. Is that T-Ferg deal the best deal? That actually might not be bad. Is there any Vanderbilt, no. Ferg, Portis, no. Larry Nance, Robert Williams. Terrence Ferguson. Okay, so small forward. What's our small forwards looking like again? We got Porter, Derek Jones Jr., Patrick McCaw. So an 80, a 77, and a 73. But if we do the Zach Collins deal and get Terrence Ferguson, he's a 75. And Terrence Ferguson, right, dunk, decent 3-ball. Yeah, I'm going to do this deal. Okay. I'm going to do this deal. And now my roster is looking like, okay, so my small forwards, I'm too deep here. But Ferguson, athletic finish, it's at scoring, athleticism, 3-pointer. Can I flip McCaw? I know I just got him, but can I flip him? Or can I flip? Jr. Jones Jr. might be the move. I might not be able to trade McCaw since I just got him. Yeah. Well, I check the market for Jones Jr. And then Terrence Ferguson would just kind of fill his role that he has now. Yeah, because I'm way too deep at small forward at the moment. But if I could like bring in it's a 24 first though. Juan Hernangomez, maybe that's not a bad shout. Hernangomez, bring in some power forward depth, and we get a pick out of it for a guy that's, you know, not really in our long-term plans. And Derek Jones Jr. This is what we get. If we get Hunter Graves, a 24 second. If we get Marvin Williams, a 24 second. Thad Young's a 24 second. To go up a first for him at 22 second, we got Hazonia. Then we're bringing a small forward, even though we're going to flip him. That's fine. A. Radley, Mason Plumlee, no. I'm just looking for picks right now. Then, okay, Derek Jones Jr. I can get Chris Clements, who's a point guard option, who's only 22 and might be better long term than Alfred Payton. Oh, he's 5'9". Sorry, buddy. I'm not going to play anybody who's 5'9". Stanley Johnson, and we get a 22nd round pick. He's 24. Ooh, his close shot's nice. His mid range is nice. For Derek Jones Jr., Stanley Johnson, and we get a draft pick out of it. Otherwise, I can't hold on to Derek Jones Jr. And we have Wood Little. Yeah. I'm gonna do that trade. It's the Raptors, right? Yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff with the Raptors right now. Stanley Johnson in a second for Derek Jones Jr. Yeah. There we go. So it's a little bit of a downgrade player-wise, but the minutes... Okay, so now our starting lineup is Trae Young, Gary Trent Jr., Michael Porter Jr., Christian Wood, Clint Capella. So same there. Mitchell Robinson, 6 man off the bench. Alfred Payton, backup point guard. Now we have Terrence Davis coming in as our backup 2 guard. And now Harry Giles is starting to get minutes. Okay. And then we have... sitting, we have Terrence Ferguson, Nasir Little, Stanley Johnson, Patrick McCaw, Anthony Simons, and then Swan again, who's hurt. I'm cool with that. We're going to simulate through here. Wins Michael Porter Jr. Okay. With him out of the lineup, what's that looking like? Now T. Ferg is starting. All right, I'm cool with that. Let's see what Terrence Ferguson can do with some starting minutes. Clint Capella, day-to-day, that's fine. Yeah. I never change it. Okay. Team LeBron beat Team Giannis by 1 point. Luka led Team Giannis. What did Giannis do? Giannis only had 13 points in 31 minutes. That's disgusting. That's so gross. That's so stupid. Harry Giles. All right, we're gonna Michael Porter. Okay. We're gonna simulate up to the contract extension day here. Okay, and let's see, can we extend anyone? Won't resign. Harry Giles won't resign. Terrence Ferguson wants to test free agency. Well, I'm going to bring both these guys back. Giles, especially. But yeah, we're bringing him back too. What do you mean? Oh, we have his bird rights. Yeah, so we're bringing Ferguson back for sure. No. Trae Young's out the rest of the season. Oof. All right, well, we're 500, and we're probably going to not be 500 for much longer. What is happening? Why is everyone getting hurt all of a sudden at the end of the season? We had like 2 months where no one got hurt at all, and everyone's just getting hurt out of the blue. It's weird. Are we going to finish right around 500? Are we in the playoff picture? Standings. 5 games left, and we're 2.5 games back. We might be able to take the 8th seed from Golden State. I'm not saying it's likely, but we're also not bad enough to really have a great pick here. 14th overall pick. Let's see what happens. We need to win out to make the playoffs. Loss. Yeah, that's not good. Now Trae Young comes back. W. Okay, so LeBron wins MVP. Kobe White wins Rookie of the Year. Okay. Mo Bamba, Sixth Man of the Year. DPOY is Kawhi. And Most Improved is Bam. Brett Brown wins Coach of the Year. All right. Do we have any players on all NBA teams? Michael Porter Jr. made an all-rookie first team, even though this isn't his rookie year. Okay. No, we did not. So Golden State actually jumped up to 7th, and Dallas ended up as the 8th seed. So let's just simulate the playoffs here. Lakers versus Dallas. Dallas 3-4. Okay. Lakers, Minnesota. Minnesota beats the Lakers, and the Nets win the NBA championship with Kevin Durant winning Finals MVP. Minnesota beat Denver in 4 games, and then beat the Lakers. In 7 games, then beat the Lakers in 6, and then beat Golden State in 7. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. And then let's see, Philly destroyed Atlanta, Brooklyn destroyed Miami. Milwaukee barely eked out a win against Boston in that series. And then Milwaukee just destroyed Toronto. Brooklyn swept Philly as a 4 seed, and then they beat Milwaukee, and then boom, they won the championship. So Brooklyn's moves worked out for him, clearly. And I don't even think the Harden trade is through in this, by the way. Decrease shot clock to 20 seconds. Why would you do that? Backcourt violations no longer be called. Why would you do that? League realignment doesn't matter. Draft lottery. Let's go through the draft lottery, and then after this is where I will end the episode. So we are currently projected to get the 14th overall pick. Yep, and we get it. I'm just going to skip to the end of the lottery. And the first overall pick goes to the Wizards. And then Bulls Thunder is number 2 and number 3. And that's pretty exciting. Timberwolves have the 30th overall pick via Brooklyn. So they must have made a trade there, which ended up biting them in the end because they lost the championship to them. All right, that is where I'll end this today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be right back here soon with another episode of this rebuild. Thanks.